Hi everyone, hello and welcome to this reading. This will be a general collective reading, so it may or may not resonate for you. And I ask as always that you please trust your own intuition and use your discernment with regards to the message that comes out here today. Hope that you are well. I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle for this reading. The vow flipped out as I was beginning to shuffle, so I'm going to keep it, as I believe that the last time I used the Archetypes Oracle, the vow came out. Okay, so if you recall that reading and it resonated for you, there could be something in here for you. Okay, I'll also be using the Witch's Tarot to follow up. So with the vow card coming out here, okay, the vow is an oath, a contract, a promise, okay. Let me hold it closer to the camera so you guys can see. We have two hands clasping, like two pairs of hands clasping here. We've got this bird, this gem down here. So for some of you, this is a call to acknowledge the vow that you are currently living by, okay? Whether you are consciously living by something or whether you are unconsciously kind of, rolling through life. And you're being asked to either close out what you're currently, experiencing, if it is not for you anymore, and to kind of set with intention where you wish to go, what you wish to be, where you wish to be, whatever it is, okay? So there's a huge emphasis on our words and our intentions being very, very powerful, okay, with the vow. What we speak comes into fruition, if you will, okay? So be mindful of your words at this time. Be mindful of the promises that you are making that you maybe have no intention of keeping, or you're not sure that you'll be able to keep or fulfill. There's also a message with this card about anything being possible at this time, okay? This is the energy of time standing still. So if you are like myself and you follow some other creators, especially astrologists, you will probably have seen that July 2026 is huge. Okay, there is massive shifts taking place. Consciousness is expanding in ways that maybe have never been experienced before. So big things happening at this time, okay? And the last reading I did, the one before that, was with regards to the crossroads, okay? And it's all about now, are you going to continue along the same known path, or are you going to kind of jump in the river and go with the flow, okay? Very, very powerful changes happening at this time, okay? So let's get a couple more cards from the Archetype Oracle. Right, we've got the seed, okay? So planting the seed, and look at like this these circles around the seed, like it's almost like pulsating energy expansion, if that makes sense, okay? So the little seed that you plant, that energy, it pulsates, it expands, it grows, okay? So there's something about what seeds are you planting at this time? What seeds have you planted, maybe unconsciously, that you don't want to bear fruit? There's something about closing out chapters, cycles, contracts, ties here, okay? So very mindful mindful consideration moving forward, okay? Being very intentional with your words and your actions, okay? So let's get a couple more. Ooh, the Forest. The Forest. Okay, so I'm noticing here that on both of these cards, the Forest and the Vow, we have this these gems, okay? Now with the Forest, you know, this is a circle here, or it's an oval kind of shape on the Vow card, but in the Forest card here, it's like, you know, a diamond shape, I believe, and it's like it's pointing forward, okay? So you're being urged to go into the unknown with the Forest card here, okay? You are being called in some way, shape, or form to move into the unknown, and it is up to you what you will do with that, okay? We have the Village here at the bottom of the deck, and we have the Underworld underneath that, okay? So let's talk about the Village. This to me is coming out as the energy of kind of staying safe within the village and not venturing too far outside of where anyone has gone before, okay, if that makes sense. I'm noticing the circle here, the cyclical nature. I do know that in the guidebook, she speaks about the village being the place that you can always come back to, okay? But to me, this is coming out as, for this particular energy, just going around in circles, kind of always doing the same thing as has been done before, if that makes sense, okay? Notice that they're not venturing towards this mountain, okay? There's something about, you know, keeping yourself small and staying, kind of keeping yourself small and staying stuck here, okay? Safe is the word I'm looking for. So I'm also noticing that we've got the yellows and the oranges here in all of these cards except for the Seed here, okay? So yellow and orange being linked to the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, chakras. So I'm also getting like the horizon, okay? Notice we got the horizon in both of these here. Like there's something on the horizon, and we have a choice to stay in the village or venture out into the forest. Okay, I'm noticing the green of this particular gem here as well. Okay, green being linked to the heart chakra and the heart space. It's like something within your heart is calling you into the unknown. Okay, there's not like, sometimes the forest can be seen as a bit of a scary energy because we don't know what's in the forest, and it's shadowy, and you know, there's all kinds of, you know, ghouls and goblins and stuff in there. But this particular energy, this is not like a fearful going into the forest, okay? So yeah, I'm really loving this energy. I did notice, yeah, we have the underworld here beneath the village. So for the most part, people tend to stay away from the underworld, you know. The underworld also being linked to our shadow. If you've been watching the channel for quite some time, you'll have heard me speak about shadow work, which is about, you know, bringing behaviors and traits, and let me see, I need to find a better way to explain shadow work. You know, parts of ourselves that we have cast into the darkness that we don't really show to others, but that, you know, tend to rear their heads in unpleasant ways, if you will, okay? So yeah, for the most part, people try to stay away from the underworld, but the underworld is actually an initiation, okay? I've gone into it, and it's really like, I don't even know how to explain it, but there is big initiation energy here with that card coming out, okay? So are you willing to brave the darkness? essentially, okay? And the darkness not being like dark, negative, evil, which it tends to be portrayed as by mainstream, spirituality. But it's about, going into the unknown, okay? So let's get some tarot cards here. Tell me about the, hold on. Tell me about the vow, please. What is this vow? Tell me more about the vow, please. Oh, sugar. Love it. We have the star card coming out here. Okay. Do I need... No, her hair is covering all the bits. That's great. So the star, this card for me represents the shedding of the old. It's like a rebirth energy here. It's so like replenishing and rejuvenating here, okay? And that there's something here about either getting back on the path of the vow that you made before you came to this plane, before you reincarnated here or incarnated here or whatever. Or there's something about making a new vow that is free from, limiting beliefs or the opinions of others. It's really like a brand new energy, okay, with the star card. Star card also being very healing energy, can also be wish fulfillment here, okay? So there's something, I'm also getting wishing upon a star with the star card here, okay? So yeah, there's something about... Oh, look as well, we have now, it's not the same bird, but we have two white birds here. And this one is flying and this one has landed. So it's making me think of some sort of like a journey, some sort of, seed that was planted or wish that was made or intention that was set, and it took flight. And now it's here, it's landing, okay? I love it. That's beautiful. So tell me more about this seed, please. Oh. Okay, we've got the Three of Cups. So celebration, friendship, community. Okay. Now this particular Three of Cups always kind of strikes a different kind of chord with me than my other tarot decks, because notice the facial expressions, if you can see them on these three women. Like, she's kind of staring off into space and she's kind of looking at her like, I don't know, it's almost like a smirk. And this one's looking directly at us. So there's something about your community, the people you surround yourself with at this time. Someone's feeling out of place, okay? Whether that's you or whether it's someone in your particular friendship group or your family or whoever. This could be anybody, okay? So there is something here about, someone not being able to come with, and this has been a recurring message on the channel, that a lot of us are and have been, setting boundaries with people and, cutting people loose, for want of a better phrase. But also this woman in pink is standing out to me. It's like someone's also getting... Something is manifesting that is a seed that somebody planted, and it's not what they wanted, or it's not what they now want, or, going back to that, warning of, maybe warning's too strong, but the need to be mindful about the words that you're speaking, the intention that you're setting, the promises that you're making, okay? It's like something is coming to fruition, and whether someone's not ready for it, or it's not what they'd hoped it was going to be, or they hadn't meant for it to become manifest. Okay, so somebody could be learning a lesson here. And tell me more about the forest, please. And it's almost like this woman in green is looking at her like, told you so. Told you to be careful. Like, this could also be for some of you, like, your higher self and yourself, all right? Or your spirit guides, like, it's not giving me a very like sinister energy or anything like that. Like, it's just it's like a minor hiccup on the road. Okay, now that won't be for everyone, but if it's your message, it'll resonate for you. We've got the 7 of Wands coming out here. Okay, so again, that protection, okay, or that coming up against adversity, is that the word? Like this village, and keeping yourself safe. Okay, you could be coming up against people who are kind of maybe some of them are intentionally trying to stand in your way, unconsciously. Okay, that's a bit conflicting, but like unbeknownst to themselves, they're potentially trying to stop you from venturing into the forest because it triggers something in them, their own fear or whatever. Okay, so I did mean to mention as well at the start of the reading that protecting yourself, your energy, your space, your home, whatever, is very, very important at this time. Not to spark fear in anyone or anything like that, but there's a lot going on, in the cosmos and astrologically and all that, and even in our day-to-day reality. So be sure to protect yourself. Okay, there could be something about psychic attacks either. Okay, if some of you are experiencing that, but with regards to this reading and this particular energy, it's like someone here, you are having to defend your path, your journey, your decision, the seed that you've planted, the whatever it is that you're on. And these other ones, like, they're not, some of them might be, actually against you, or like a competition or something. Others are just, the villagers, your family, who, want you to be safe, and they maybe don't understand or whatever. Okay, so, but stick to your path, follow your heart. Okay, bear in mind that Mercury is retrograde currently in Cancer. Okay, so Cancer being about the emotions, the womb, the intuition. Okay, so in spite of what you may be coming up against, before you venture into this forest, trust your own guidance. Okay, and your own intuition. So I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. I hope that this helped someone. Please continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.